It's live. I'm Brandon Guzman with the call from Sharyland High School in a District 31 5A matchup. The two teams going at it today. The visiting Nicky Rowe Lady Warriors, first place in District 31 5A, and the home team, the Sharyland Lady Rattlers, only 500 team in District 31 5A. They're currently 1-1. With a whopping 24-8 record, the Lady Warriors have a 22-4 record. Both teams ready to face off, evenly matched, some may say, some may not. The Lady Rattlers didn't go their way last Tuesday. They had a home game here. They lost to McAllen Memorial 3-2. As we take a look at the box score, the set number 5 was 15-10. They were only 5 points away from winning that one, and they would have been 2-2 as well here in district, but that is not the case. So 2-0 versus 1-1. Both teams looking for a victory. Lady Warriors want to keep their streak alive as they currently have a nice little 5-game win streak. Their last 3 games, we take a look at it, or let's take a look at the last 2 home district games. They beat McAllen High School 3-1 in sets, and then they swept Valley View. Those are the 2 things that these 2 teams have in common: sweeping Valley View. The Lady Rattlers did it 2 weeks ago, last Saturday, and then they swept La Jolla in their first district game. So 1-1 right now. Lady Warriors, Lady Rattlers set to get underway very, very soon here at Sharyland High School. Player introductions, national anthem, and then we're gonna play some volleyball. We'll be right back here, Real Sports Live. There's a student section for Nicky Rowe, and we have a student section here for the Lady Rattlers. So both teams got the fans on their side, the students on their side, just behind their team, and we're here live. We'll be right back after this on Real Sports Live.
Fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Cardinals, letting y'all know you're watching Real Sports Live. We do have a number of games going on as well right now, not just this one. So if you have any interest in other games, go check out our YouTube channel, our Facebook. We have them live there. As mentioned, other games going on around the valley. Lady Warriors just got introduced. Now it's time to turn it over to the Lady Rattlers. They're about to get their introduction. Here's the PA announcer. there's a PA announcer. Lady Rattlers getting their introduction. And we have the national anthem coming up next. Due to copyright purposes, we're going to send you to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here after this on Real Sports Live.
University, Kingsville. We are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlem South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
And we are back here ready to get action underway at the Snake Pit is what they call it here at Sharyland High School. Both teams meeting in the middle, wishing each other good luck and getting ready for an exciting matchup of District 31 5A. You can only catch it here on Real Sports Live if you're not at the game. Attendance in person. Both teams getting ready to break it out. There's the Lady Rattlers. Now we turn it over to the Lady Warriors. There they are, getting ready for the matchup of the century. 1-1, Lady Rattlers, 2-0, Lady Warriors. Here on Real Sports Live. Up next, there's the student section for Nikki Rowe. You can see them just a bit. They got a little neon colorway going on. The neon orange, neon pink, neon green. Looks like a highlighted section over there. As we get the starting lineup for the Lady Warriors, it's going to consist of number 3, Vanessa Morales, number 10, Jillian Fontiano, number 4, Crystal De La Rosa, the libero, number 7, Ariana Castro, number 8, Natalia Higareda, and last but not least, number 13, Mia Mata. As we look over to the Rattlers starting lineup, it's going to be number 7, America Hernandez, number 6, Cassandra De La Garza, number 12, Carlota Cáceres, number 8, Kenisha Martinez. There's one more, but we're gonna get this underway. Number 9, Rebecca Avila just set it up. This is a libero, and that's gonna go out of bounds. Point number 1 is gonna go to the Lady Warriors, as they weren't able to get that into the red lines. It's gonna be number 3, Vanessa Morales serving it once again. The setup, the hit, that was America Hernandez getting it over the net. Back with a big kill, number 6, Cassandra De La Garza coming from the outside, and we're tied up at 1. Back to serve is going to be number 7, America Hernandez. Hernandez sends it over. Hit number 3 has to go, and it does. Inbounds, it lands, and number 10, Jillian Fontiano gets point number 2 for the Lady Warriors. And a substitution, it's going to be number 16, Brianna Sanchez, coming into the front row for Nikki Rowe. Number 4, Crystal De La Rosa is going to be the one serving it over. And the student section trying to get in her head as she sends it over the net with ease. Getting it over the net's number 3, Nicole Cavazos. She was the last person we didn't get introduced. And the block by the front row. Number 8, Kanisha Martinez, alongside number 6, Cassandra De La Garza, gets the point, and we're tied up at 2 here at the Snake Pit. Serving it over, Nicole Cavazos, number 3. Last hit, Mia Mata getting assistance from the net, but it goes over. The dig keeps it in play, and hit number 3 keeps the rally alive. Looking for the soft spot. That's Higareda. And the block by the front row. Sanchez and Higareda get point number 3 for Nikki Rowe. Serving it over, out of bounds. And the score is back at 3-3. Subbing in for the Lady Rattlers, number 5, Anacesi Peña. And for the Lady Warriors, it's going to be number 11, Naila Cortez. Serving it is number 6, Cassandra De La Garza, who gets it over the net and starts off this next play. A big hit coming from the outside, number 8, Kanisha Martinez. Breaking the tie, and the Rattlers go up 4-3. De La Garza gets it over. Number 3 has to go over. The block from the front row once again. Dynamic duo. As Lady Rattlers take the lead, they're looking for vengeance. Both of these teams have not met in preseason tournament play. This is the first time they're meeting tonight. But as mentioned before, they do have wins and losses to similar teams that they have faced. Just not each other. So we're going to find out who comes out victorious here this afternoon as the point goes to Nikki Rowe. 5-4 is the score, and it's going to be number 9 back to serve, Yasmin Munoz. They set it up. Lady Rattlers get the hit and over the net. Now hit number 3 has to go, and it comes. The girl that just subbed in, Anacesi Peña, getting over the front row block, but stayed in play. Peña gets the point. The block from the front row, the Nikki Rowe Lady Warriors. Not enough to get back in bounds, as the Lady Rattlers separate with a 2-point lead. 6-4, De La Rosa serving it once again. Or excuse me, De La Garza serving it once again. As the Lady Rattlers get another one, 7-4, it's going to be number 8, Kanisha Martinez, the one who is actually serving. Keeping it in play, hit number 3, the libero, Castro, gets it over. And they set it up, big block, stays in play. As this gymnasium is electric. Lady Rattlers get number 8. And the lead has extended. It's only a matter of time before the coach, Canales, called the timeout to figure out what the situation is as Martinez serves it over. They set it up. Mia Mata looking for a point, doesn't get it. Back to Anacesi Peña, and too much power takes it out of bounds. Lady Warriors get the point. It's going to be the libero back to serve, number 7, Ariana Castro. With a 3-point deficit, they're looking to come back in this one. Enough power to make a girl fall. That's Morales. And Peña hits it over, hits the beam on the top, and the Lady Warriors get another one. Now they're within 2 here in set number 1. Castro with the serve once again, straight to the net. And the Rattlers get number 9. They're 1 point away from double digits. Minus 6 is a score. New server in the libero, Rebecca Avila. As they go to Mata, who gets it over the net, stays in play. Reversing it all around the court. That's Hernandez with the hit for the Rattlers. Block attempt, not enough. And Mata gets a point for the Lady Warriors, number 7 to be exact. Now substitutions coming back into the game is going to be Natalia Higareda. The Rattlers got their student section. They got the home team, home court advantage, as well as the cheerleaders are in the building. As the block from the front row keeps it in play. Not enough to get it up in the air. Is going to be a point for the Lady Warriors, and now they're within 1. Coach Canales doesn't need to call a timeout. They were down 4 at one point. She knows her team's got it in her. Mata with the serve. Mata keeping it alive. Sacrificing her body as they set it up. Hit the kill, number 3. Nicole Cavazos gets double digits for her Lady Rattlers. And subbing out is going to be number 5, Anacesi Peña coming into the game. I believe that's going to be number 7. Actually, number 12, Carlota Cáceres, as she's the one to serve it over. Barely. And not enough. Point's going to go to the Lady Warriors. They're within 1. And coming in is going to be number 10, Jillian Fontiano. Serving it over was Vanessa Morales. Big hit, almost a kill, but Mata's there for it. They set it up for Higareda. The block out of bounds, back on the Warriors side, and we're tied up at 10. As Vanessa Morales sends it over once again. And it's going to be Casares who sends it right into the student section or the fan base. And the Lady Warriors now have their lead back, only by 1, but it's a lead nonetheless. Morales serves it up. Trying to reverse it across the court, almost hitting somebody in the head, is number 6, De La Garza. And the Warriors now have a 2-point lead. Morales once again, too much power over the back line. And the Lady Rattlers get number 11. Back and forth ball game here in this one. As I mentioned before, these two teams are evenly matched, so regardless of the outcome, it's a good one today. And now the standings in District 31, 5A is Nikki Rowe on top with a 2-0 record. McAllen Memorial right behind them. Pioneer not too far off. Pioneer and Nikki Rowe actually going to face off Tuesday at the high school of Pioneer. Not able to keep it in play. Number 3 has to go, but it hits the beam. Great effort play, but not enough. Lady Rattlers get number 12, and they're within 1 once again. Serving it over this time is number 3, Nicole Cavazos. As she's going to hit the net, the point's going to go to the Lady Warriors. So we go back to the standings. Pioneers 2-0, and then Sharyland is in 4th place right now. Not too far off. A win right here will give them a good place and a good standing as we have a double hit from Sharyland. A point's going to go to Nikki Rowe once again. A 3-point lead has extended, and a timeout is called for Sharyland High School. We'll be right back here after this on Real Sports Live.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles.
Cheerleaders are doing their little stunt, doing their little number. As the Sharyland Rattlers, Lady Rattlers are about to break out the huddle. It's going to be number 8, Natalia Higuereda. Going to be back to serve it over for the Lady Warriors as they have a 15-12 lead. Lady Rattlers called a timeout. The big hit stayed in play. And now they set it up for Mata, who tries to reverse the court. Back to Martinez. Big hit coming. The block as it stays in play. Mata gets her second chance, and she capitalizes on it. 16-12. Student section for the Lady Warriors starting to fill up, and the boos start to roll in. Higuereda with the serve once again. 4-point lead for the Lady Warriors. Big hit, block from the front row. Sanchez and Fontiano assisting each other on the block. And it stays in between the red lines. And Higuereda is going to serve it once again. 17-12 is the score. They're starting to run away with this one. They need a comeback, and they need it fast. And here goes the big hit, the kill. Ashlyn Garcia. Not too far off, as they are only trailing by 4. Substitutions. Number 11, Nyla Cortez is coming in. As the serve from the freshman, Cassandra De La Garza, gets the Rattlers number 14 on the board. And now they're within 3. De La Garza serving it once again, barely getting it over the net, but she does nonetheless. And the big hit from Mia Mata comes from the side. And another 4-point lead is on the scoreboard for the Lady Warriors. That was Jillian Fontiano serving it over. Not able to get to the ball in time. And the Lady Warriors have 19 as they're starting to run away with this one once again. And we have some shoe tying going on the court. And we're back here. Fontiano sends it with too much power over the back line. And Lady Rattlers have hope here in set number 1. It's going to be number 8, Kanisha Martinez. Getting ready to serve it over. She's looking for the ace, doesn't get it, stays in play. That's Sanchez now with the hit. They set it back up for Mata, who goes straight down on her side of the court. Rattlers get 16, and they're within 3 once again. Kanisha Martinez looking to mount the comeback here in this one. As she gets it over the net, it grazes, but it stays in play. Hits the air vent, not able to go over the net. And Kanisha Martinez right now being the Lady Rattlers' saving grace. As we have a substitution, Fontiano's coming out. And number 12, Alyssa Ramirez is going into the game. Martinez with the serve. A great serve at that. As Mia Mata now sends it over the net. Back to Martinez, looking for the kill, goes to the sideline in the stands. And the Lady Rattlers are within 1. Ever since Martinez went back to serve, the comeback has became more and more a reality to the Lady Rattlers. And here's Martinez once again. Number 3 has to go over, and Munoz does just that. Number 3, once again, it's going to be Munoz. Actually, that's Morales who sends it out of bounds, and there we are all tied up at 19 in set number 1. The timeout gets called after losing the lead. We'll be right back here on Real Sports Live after this.
Sam Houston in San Benito is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Eddie McAllen, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
All All right, they said we're not going to take all 30 off the full minute on the timeout. So there's 22 seconds left, and these two teams are eager to get set number 1 over. That's Kanisha Martinez getting ready to serve it once again, as she does. As they set it up for Morales. It stays in play for the Lady Rattlers. And all the way from the back row, Martinez. As a quick tap over the net stays and keeps it in play. Both teams trying to figure out who's going to get it. As number 3 goes over once again, that's Martinez after it hit the cross beam. Just playing back middle, making it look easy, hitting the net, not able to get it over. And the Lady Warriors snap the serving streak for Martinez, as they are the first team to get to 20. 20 to 19 is a score. And we have some conversation going on with the head official. Coach doesn't like it either, as now they're going to talk it over. Both officials now conversating about what's going on and what the play call is. And coach is not happy about the call. You see him trying to get his 2 cents in, trying to explain what the deal is. And he is not excited one bit about it. And Martinez is back over there trying to ask for a replay. The 2 thumbs up. We'll see if they get it. A lot of controversy going on right now. Looks like the officials are going to stay with their call, and Nikki Rowe's going to get it. We'll see if ball doesn't lie. That's the name of the game. We'll see what happens here. Out of bounds. Point goes to Sharyland. Like I mentioned, ball doesn't lie. That is the name of the game. Sharyland now has it back. It's number 9, Rebecca Avila, getting ready to serve it over. As they set it up, Morales gets it. Reversing the court for number 7, Hernandez. As Mia Mata looks for the big hit, doesn't get it. The block is there for it. And Morales gets her turn once again. Out of bounds, and the ball, or the point is going to go to the Rattlers. As they got a lead, they lost it, and now they're back here on top once again. 21 to 20 is a score. It's Rebecca Avila, the libero, getting the serve. As it hits a Warrior right in the back, she was trying to move out of the way so it doesn't go out of bounds. And it is 22 to 20. Rattlers on top, only needing 3 to win the set, and Avila sends it over. Mia Mata coming from the side, the outside. Hit number 3 must go, and Ana Ceci Peña sends it. As Mata goes out, reverses the sides of the court. She's calling for it. She gets it. And the point to the Warriors. 21 to 22. They trail by 1. And a substitution is Natalia Higareda. Is going to come into the game, and it's going to be number 13, Mia Mata, who just got the point. She's going to get the honor of serving it over to the Rattlers. Set up, just setting it right down in their face, Nicole Cavazos. As they get the ball back, 23 to 21. They're looking for a sub, and they get it. Carlota Cáceres comes into the game. She's going to be the one serving it over. She hit the net last time she was back behind the line. We'll see if she can switch it up and do it differently, as we have a timeout called by the Lady Warriors. They got to talk about some things. Down 2. We'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live.
nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Cheerleaders having a grand old time. The student section having a grand time. And it's Carlota Cáceres back to serve it over. As they lead by 2, 23-21. She gets it over the net. Her second go around. The block attempt, not enough to get it back over the net. The point goes to the Lady Warriors. As they trail by 2 once again, it's number 10. Jillian Fontiano going to be the one coming in the front row. And Vanessa Morales sends it over for Nikki Rowe. Block attempt goes out of bounds, and the Lady Warriors are tied up with the Lady Rattlers at 23. JV game was played before this and went to 3 sets. That is any indication of how this game is going to go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have your popcorn because it's going to be a long one and a big kill by Cassandra De La Garza to put him in game point. 24-23. And it's the Rattlers. Number 7, America Hernandez, serving it over, hopeful to be the last point of the set. Rolling on the top of the net, keeping it in play. The big hit by Martinez comes, and this stadium, or the gymnasium, is about to explode. But the Lady Rattlers win it, and they do. Set number 1 goes to Sharyland, and hear the sounds of the game. Sounds of the game, you can only catch it here on Real Sports Live if you're not in person. Set number 1 over, 25-23. Lady Rattlers take it. We'll be right back with set number 2 after this on Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Vida, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Roto Rodriguez, and I'm a...
And we are back here getting ready to set things off for set number 2. There's the buzzer. Lady Warriors were on the court with about 2 minutes left. They didn't have much to talk about. I think they know what they need to fix, the mistakes they want to erase, what they want to do differently. Sharyland Lady Rattlers took all of the 3 minutes, and they're back on the court now. Both teams ready to get set number 2 underway. Very intense set number 1. Lady Warriors had the lead for a second, and the Lady Rattlers came back, and then we were going back and forth, and it ended up being 25-23. The Lady Rattlers took it with ease. A hard-fought game all the way to the end, and we are back here with set number 2. It's going to be America Hernandez. Going to be the one to serve it over to start off the set. Big block coming around town, not able to get under it. Nicole Cavazos and the Lady Warriors are going to start off 1-0 with the point once again. Serving it over is Vanessa Morales. Big hit coming from the middle. Cassandra De La Garza ties it up at 1-1. Now serving it over is going to be number 3, Nicole Cavazos for Sharyland. As Cavazos sends it over, looking for the ace. Made the libero go down on a knee for it to keep it in play. They set it up. De La Garza with the big hit. As they reverse it for Martinez. Lady Warriors able to keep it in play, and the rally continues. And eventually gets awarded to the Lady Warriors. As the Rattlers had a double hit, the official called it. And here we are, 2-1 the score. Is going to be number 4 back to serve. Crystal De La Rosa for Nikki Rowe. Going to be the one serving it over to the Rattlers. Up from the back row, not able to keep it between the lines. And yes, she does. The official calls it. That is number 7, America Hernandez. Gets the point, and we're tied up at 2 once again. Number 6 is back to serve, Cassandra De La Garza. As she gets it up and over. A block as she gets the hit back to herself. Number 3 must go over, and Ceci Peña gets it, gets her second chance once again. Good awareness there by the Lady Rattlers, but not enough. As number 8, Natalia Higuereda, gets that right where there was no Lady Rattlers into the sweet spot of the defense. And they take a 3-2 lead. Higuereda, who just got the points, going to be back to serve. You see her on your screen there. Not able to get it inbounds. And the Lady Rattlers now have it, and we're tied up at 3 once again. It was once tied up at 1. Now tied up at 2. Now we're here at 3. Back to serve. The girl who mounted the comeback for the Lady Rattlers, Kenisha Martinez, who sends that with so much power and almost went out of the gymnasium. Lady Warriors get number 4. Now a different server. Number 9 for the Lady Warriors, Yasmin Munoz, is going to be the one to get it over. Big hit from the front row, not able to keep it in play. Number 3 has to go over by Martinez, and it does. Mata gets the big hit. The block attempt kind of got rid of some of the force, but Brianna Sanchez is there in the middle, and she gets the point for Nikki Rowe High School. 5-3 lead, 2-point lead to be exact. As they set it up right between 2 defenders, America Hernandez gets her turn. And now they're trailing by 1. Server, the libero, number 9, Rebecca Avila, gets it over. As she starts the play, the point's going to go to Nikki Rowe. The block attempt was there, but it went right out of bounds, and nobody was there for it in the vicinity. And it's going to be a point for Nikki Rowe. They lead by 2 once again. Libero's back to serve. Ariana Castro is going to get the opportunity this time. They set it up, the quick tap. Castro's there for the recovery, and Morales gets it over with number 3. Trying to get it over was number 7, America Hernandez. Unsuccessful, bad setup, or just a bad touch on the ball. Lady Warriors have a 3-point lead, and Castro is back to serve once again. Martinez from the back row calls for it again. They set it up. Front row block. Mata and De La Rosa can't do it again, but that goes out of bounds. Hernandez was too much power. Lady Warriors get number 8 on the board. They set it up. Miyamata calls for it, hits the net, goes straight back to the Warriors side, and the point goes to the Lady Rattlers as they trail by only 3. Carlota Cáceres is going to come into the game to serve it over. Subbing out was number 5, Anacesi Peña, for the Lady Rattlers of Sharyland High School. And here's a serve from Cáceres. They set it up for Morales, soft touch. But that point gets awarded to the Nicky Rowe Lady Warriors. Official's gonna call a carry. And Miyamata is gonna be the one back to serve now. 9-5 is the lead, a 4-point difference. As you hear the little ah and the ooh coming from the Sharyland Rattler home side student section. As the Lady Warriors are starting to run away with it. They have a 5-point lead, and the timeout eventually gets called by the Lady Rattlers. We'll be right back after this here on Real Sports Live.
For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I helped to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are those Red Zone Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
And we're back. Miyamata getting the serve over the net for Nicky Rowe after the timeout called by Sharyland. And Martinez, not enough to get it over the net for hit number 3. You saw during the timeout we had the cheerleaders for Sharyland. They were doing their little stunts, and it looks like the cheerleaders for Nicky Rowe had the day off. They came to support their Lady Warriors. They had to do their little pyramid stance as well. The point goes back to Nicky Rowe. 7-point lead, and they're trying to figure something out. Miyamata serving it once again, looking for the ace. Doesn't get it, but nobody is there in the middle. And the Warriors get number 13 on the board. As she gets the go-ahead, the whistle to serve it. She does, looking for the ace, doesn't get it. Serve is up. Castro is there for it. Number 3 must go, and Castro does just that. Now Higuereta gets the opportunity to serve it over or hit it with number 3. As Mata sacrifices her body, keeps it in play. Here comes Hernandez. Miyamata once again from the back row saving it, and the point eventually gets awarded to Sharyland High School as a double hit is called by Nicky Rowe. The boos roll in. This time it's the Nicky Rowe section. A 13-6 difference, and Hernandez gets to serve. Coming back from the middle, Miyamata stays in bounds. She gets assistance from the net. The Lady Rattlers were trying to figure out, is that going to stay in bounds? Is that going to go out? Or what's going to happen? Their judgment, well, didn't pay off for them in the end. It is 14-6 here in set number 2, and the Lady Warriors are almost halfway done with it. And more confusion as the official is down talking to the Sharyland coach. Now he's down with Coach Canales of the Lady Warriors as they got some conflict. I wish we had a mic down there to get right up in the conversation of what the gist of things are. Looks like he's checking his scorecard on who should be in and who should be out on some rotations. Official says, let's keep the ball going. As Lady Warriors are back, ready to serve. It's number 3, Vanessa Morales, who gets it over the net. Big hit coming, number 8, Kanisha Martinez. And it's going to be number 3 back to serve, Nicole Cavazos for the Lady Rattlers, and they start to mount their comeback as a big hit. Could be a momentum shifter. We'll see if that's the case here. They set it up. Back on the outside is number 6, De La Garza, who gets it. Now trying to reverse it is number 10, Fontiano, and she finds a girl caught off guard, and the Lady Warriors get 15 and only 10 more, and they're out of here with the win to tie it up in sets 1-1. We'll see if that's the case. It's going to be number 4, Crystal De La Rosa, with the serve, reversing it for Martinez once again. And she finds the Lady Warrior who was just not ready for it. And there's Coach Canales trying to say something about the student section. Trying to tell Coach from the Rattlers, hey, we got to she said, I don't think boos are allowed in this gym, and there goes the student section booing her. Little conflict once again. This is a very intense game nonetheless. It is a district game. District 31, 5A. Student sections going out and at each other, as well as the ladies on the court. It is number 6, Cassandra De La Garza, who serves it over. Setting it up for Fontiano with a big kill. And the point goes back to Nikki Rowe, number 16. On the board, and an 8-point difference once again. Serving it over is going to be number 8, Natalia Higuereda. As almost confusion was set in the front row for the Rattlers, but they sorted it out and they keeping the play alive. Kanisha Martinez letting her presence be felt here in this one. Number 9 goes on the board, and she's going to be back to serve. Last time she was of service for the Lady Rattlers, well, they mounted their comeback. We'll see if she can do that once again, and she goes straight to the net. And the Warriors get number 17. Not too far off from victory. Points going to Nikki Rowe. It's going to be number 10, Jillian Fontiano with the serve. As she sends it out of bounds, the Lady Rattlers get number 10. Once again, over the line, Rebecca Avila. As the game continues to be back and forth. It was Martinez who hit the net. And then Fontiano served it over the red line, and then now Avila serves it over. We'll see what Castro does here. A good serve, keeps it in play. They're gonna set it up. That's Ana Ceci Peña coming from midway for point number 11. As she gets subbed out, coming in is gonna be Carlota Cáceres. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, wherever you're watching from, let me know. We'll give you a quick shout out here, personally, from me to you. It's going to be Cáceres to serve it over. And the point is going to go back to the Lady Warriors of Nicky Rowe High School. As we get a substitution coming into the game is going to be number 3, Vanessa Morales. And serving it, hitting the net was Mia Mata. Lady Rattlers get 12. And if they want to be in this conversation for the winning of this set, they need to get something straightened out as America Hernandez hits the net straight for it. And now coming into the game is going to be number 8, Natalia Higareda. Serving it over is number 3, Vanessa Morales for Nicky Rowe. Confusion. Once again, the points going back to the Lady Warriors as they have an 8-point lead once again. And a timeout gets called by Sharyland. We'll be right back after this here on Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
And we're back here at Real Sports Live. You saw the commercial from one of our newest sponsors at Real Sports Live, Luke Ferreira Motors down in Brownsville, Texas. It's Vanessa Morales with the serve. We'll talk more about them in just a bit. 21-12 the score. Lady Warriors up on the Lady Rattlers as they reverse it for Kenisha Martinez, who gets number 13. And the Lady Warriors, or excuse me, the Lady Rattlers are looking for a comeback as the Lady Warriors need 4 to get out of here with a victory and to tie it up at sets 1-1. That's number 4, Ava Garza with the serve. They set it up for Fontiano, finding the sweet spot. No Rattlers in the vicinity. And the point is going to go to Nicky Rowe. (22-13) is the score. It's going to be Crystal De La Rosa back to serve. And a point's going to be awarded to Nicky Rowe by the official. A double hit called on the Lady Rattlers. And they had a 10-point difference. Biggest lead of the day for any team in set 1 or 2. And Kenisha Martinez reversing it once again. The outside hit, making it look like you can walk a dog just as easy as 1, 2, 3. It's going to be number 6, Cassandra De La Garza now back to serve. As she gets it, looks for an ace, keeping it in play. Fontiano, soft serve. or a soft hit, we'll say at that. As they set it back up for Higuereta, the block wasn't there as it goes straight back to the Rattlers' side out of bounds. And a 1 point is all the Lady Warriors need, and it's going to be Natalia Higuereta who hopes for it to be the last serve of the set, and she sends it out of bounds. I spoke very, very soon. As Kenisha Martinez, we'll see if she can complete the comeback. Got a long way to go, but a short time to get there. Any mistake for the Lady Rattlers takes it away and wins it for the Lady Warriors. Fontiano hits it over the net. Point back to Sharyland High School. Coach Canales reminding the team they only need one as Kenisha Martinez is back 24-16. A 10-point, or an 8-point deficit, excuse me. As Martinez sends it over, tapping it is Castro, and number 16 comes and goes as 17 enters the board for Sharyland. And the timeout gets called. Coach Canales doesn't want any sight of a comeback. She has to talk to her team about some stuff. We'll be right back after this with the end of set number 2 here on Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas.
Lady Cardinals right there on the screen. They said, you're watching Real Sports Live, and you are. So they're playing right now against, I believe it's Donna North or Westlaco, one of the two. As Kenisha Martinez sends it over, looking for the comeback. They're down the block from the front row, and they get number 18. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game here at Sharyland High School. The Snake Pit. And Martinez sends it. They set it up for Miyamata, who wants to end it out of bounds. Never mind. Psych. It's inbounds, and Lady Warriors win set number 1, or set number 2, excuse me, 25-18. We'll be right back with set number 3 after this. A quick message from our sponsors here on Real Sports Live.
We are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to service our community, our dealership here for you, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Ray Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Edinburgh McAllen and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And we're back here with set number 3. Vanessa Morales sending it over, starting us off. Castro sets it up, back for Mia Mata from the back row, who goes straight to the net. And the Lady Rattlers get number 1 here in this one. 1-0 as they take the lead first. First time that's happened here this afternoon. Set number 2 was won by Nikki Rowe, who came back and had a lead that the Lady Rattlers just couldn't comprehend and come back on. 25-18 was the final in that one. And here we are in set number 3, excuse me. And Kanisha Martinez is not holding back. It's going to be number 7, America Hernandez, to serve it over. Looking for an ace, doesn't get it, but it hits the net. Number 3 goes over by Pontiano. Now they're setting it back up for number 3, Nicole Cavazos, who sends that straight past the inbounds line. It's 2-1 now. Crystal De La Rosa serves it over and out of bounds as the point goes to Sharyland. Three to 1 to score. Lady Rattlers lead by 2. And it's going to be number 3, Nicole Cavazos, to serve it over. Setting it up, Brianna Sanchez sends it. The block by the front row keeps it in play, but the point's going to go to the Lady Rattlers as the official calls a carry. Now they got to discuss some things. This time it's the Lady Warriors trying to figure out what the deal is. That the official is going to stick to her decision. The point's going to go to the Lady Rattlers. As that was Cavazos once again serving it over. Ball doesn't lie. Apparently the point's going to go to Sharyland once again. And they are complaining about it. As eventually it's going to be reversed and it's going back to Nikki Rowe. They get number 2. Not sure what the deal was. But nonetheless, Lady Warriors trail by 2. Big hit coming. Kanisha Martinez battling out. Mia Mata now gets it. The back row hit comes and goes out of bounds. And the Lady Warriors are now within 1 once again. The hit from Dela Rosa, Higuereda, gets the point, and we're tied up at 4 now. Lady Rattlers had their time to shine, couldn't keep the streak, as now the Lady Warriors mount their comeback, and they're tied it up at 4. They set it up. The point is going to go to Nikki Rowe, as the official called one of the Lady Rattlers crossed over the line. And they take a 5-4 lead. Higuereda sends it over once again. And the points going to Sharyland. Back and forth, 5-5 is the score. And a substitution, number 11's coming into the game. Nyla Cortez for the Lady Warriors. And number 5, Ana Ceci Peña comes in for the Lady Rattlers. That was De La Garza who sent it, but the big kill by Miyamata puts them in play, and they get the lead 6-5. Now coming in is going to be number 9, Yasmin Munoz. She comes in and goes back to serve it over. They set it up, the hit, the kill. Kenisha Martinez once again. She's going to be back to serve as we're all tied up here at 6 in set number 3. We'll see what she has in her back pocket as she gets the assistance by the net, keeping it in play. Out of bounds, too much power is Munoz, or excuse me, Morales, and the Rattlers take the lead 7-6. Martinez back to serve once again. Looking to extend the lead, but she sends that out of bounds. And Nikki Rowe's gonna get the point. We're tied up at 7 now, once again. Coming into the game is gonna be number 4, Crystal De La Rosa for Nikki Rowe. And back to serve is gonna be Ariana Castro, the libero, number 7. Martinez from the back row, almost getting a kill. Effort, not as it goes straight to the scorers table. The Warriors take the lead 8-7. And the serve from Castro goes straight to the net. The student section got in her head on that one, and we're tied up once again at 8. Another back and forth ball game. A set once again. Number 9, Rebecca Avila serves it for Sharyland. Trying to reverse the court, and Miyamata comes out of nowhere. A 9-8 game. Nikki Rowe on top. Trying to keep the lead, wanting to extend it. We'll see if the Rattlers let her do just that. Mata serves it over. They set it up for Peña as it rolls over the net. It's gonna go to Sharyland, and we're tied up again at 9. And now coming into the game is gonna be Carlota Cáceres. Subbing out was Anacesi Peña for the Sharyland Rattlers, as Cáceres is gonna be the one to serve. And she sends that out of bounds. First one to double digits is the Lady Warriors, 10-9, excuse me, as De La Rosa subs in. And the Warriors are going to get awarded the point, and now they have the biggest lead so far by 2. 11-9 is the score, and Vanessa Morales is going to be back to serve. Hitting it from the side is number 6, Cassandra De La Garza. The point goes to the Lady Rattlers. As we're back within 1, America Hernandez is going to be back to serve. And just tapping it over is Martinez. We're tied up at 11. We have other games going on right now around the valley. Hernandez sends it, looking for the kill, doesn't get it. We have Edinburgh North versus Edinburgh, a crosstown rival, getting it underway at Edinburgh High School. We also have, of course, Sharyland here, and Nikki Rowe. Hernandez is going to be continuing to serve. It's going to be Westaco and Los Fresnos. They're in Los Fresnos High School, and Harlingen, or excuse me, down in north at Harlingen South. Other games going on around the valley and that we have coverage at. Higuereta sends it over with hit number 3. As they set it up, Kenisha Martinez looks for the kill, doesn't get it. Mia Mata's there for it. They set it back up for Martinez, who gets it this time. And they take a 13-11 lead following that last point. And America Hernandez is going to be continuing to serve it over for Sharyland. As they set it up, Fontiano hits the net, and Lady Rattlers now take a 14-11 lead. And we get a timeout called by Nikki Rowe. We'll be right back after this here on Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And we're back here after the timeout called by Nikki Rowe. They talk some things over. We'll see if they got it squared away. It's 14-11, and America Hernandez makes it 14-12 as she hits it straight to the net on the serve after the break. And it's going to be number 4, Crystal De La Rosa. She's going to be serving it over for Nikki Rowe. As they set it up for Cavazos for hit number 3. Now coming back, Martinez looking for another kill, doesn't get it, but she's there just in case it went over the net, and the Rattlers got it back, 15-12, another 3-point lead. As Rebecca Avila had to go clean the court real quick for her teammates. We're going to have an officials timeout, and now everyone's going to get their effort in, trying to get as much grip as possible on the shoes. The cheerleaders doing what they do best, trying to get the crowd rallied up here on the Sharyland side. It's Nicole Cavazos serving it over. Coming with the big hit is Higuereta. But the Lady Rattlers are there for the block as they keep it in play. Back to Higuereta. Big hit. Hernandez gets it over the net on 1. Mia Mata coming from midway. Looking for the kill, doesn't get it. Number 3 must go over, and De La Garza gets it. Mata coming back with vengeance and power as the Lady Rattlers keep it in play. Now De La Garza looks to end it, but Mia Mata is there to save it. Fontiano gets the number 3, and the rally will continue, no end in sight. As Ashlyn Garcia is there for the block of the front row, not allowing Mia Mata's hit to go over the net. And they take a 4-point lead, 16-12. As Nicole Cavazos is going to be back again to serve it over. Giving the Lady Rattlers a chance to reset, but the kill comes from Higuereta, and the Warriors now are within 3. Higuereta got the point. Now she's back to serve. As they're looking for just a quick hit over the net, but it goes out of bounds. And the Warriors are not too far off from tying this thing up. Only a 2-point difference here in set number 3. Big hit coming from the back row. That's De La Garza. Now Miyamata gets her opportunity and capitalizes on it. 1-point difference. 16-15 and a timeout called by Sharyland as they got to talk some stuff over. We'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And we're back here after the timeout. A 1-point difference as Higuereta sends it over to Sharyland. It's the Lady Warriors trying to mount their comeback as they need just one to complete it, and we're all tied up. Fontiano gets blocked, but Miyamata gets it and sends it over for a kill. And now we are at 16 all in set number 3. And it's anyone's ball game at this point. We're tied up 1-1 in sets. Lady Rattlers took the first one. Lady Warriors took the second, and here we are in 3, 16 all. And number 3 gets over somehow by Castro. And Fontiano gets her turn. And back over the net, just not in the Rattlers. 16's a score. And Warriors now take the lead by just 1. Natalia Higuereta getting ready to serve it for Nikki Rowe. Too much power out of bounds, and we're tied up at 17. This might be another back and forth ball game. No need for a comeback. Just whoever makes the least mistakes at this point. It's going to be number 6, Cassandra De La Garza, back to serve it over for the Lady Rattlers. They set it up. Miyamata not able to get a good grip on it as the Lady Rattlers take the lead by 1. De La Garza once again. Straight to the net, and we're tied up at 18. This was the same situation. It happened back in set number 1. It was a back and forth ball game after a comeback, so the comeback has been completed. No more big lead. And we're just going back and forth. At this point, we saw how set number 1 ended. You see it on your screen. 25-23, and here we are with point number 19 going to Nikki Rowe. After mistakes transpire in the back row, I mentioned before, it comes down to whoever makes the least. It's going to be Jillian Fontiano. Up next to serve, we have some shoot tying going down on the middle of the court. It's at the net, and Fontiano sends it. They set it back up for the freshman Martinez, who can't get it over the net, and Lady Warriors take it by 2. And another timeout gets called. This time it's by Sharyland once again. Should be a quick one, but due to copyright issues, we'll be at take a commercial break. We'll be back after this here on Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Ashland Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rowe Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are those Red Hook Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
We're back here. A minute left. Lady Rattlers took up the whole timeout. And still got the jams going here at the Snake Pit. And we're ready. Both teams on the court, ready to finish off set number 3. It's the Lady Warriors who have the lead 20-18. And Jillian Fontiano is going to be the one to start us off after the break. Fontiano getting ready to start us off, and she does. Over the net it goes as they set it up across the board for Peña, and the big hit comes. And the Lady Rattlers are within 1. 20-19 is the score. Subbing in is going to be number 9, Yasmin Munoz, for number 10, Jillian Fontiano. Back to serve is Kanisha Martinez, the freshman. Has been on fire all night. She gets an ace there on that one, and they're all tied up 20-20. Wasn't a great year for many, but we're not going to talk about that right now. It's a great score here in set number 3 to figure out who's going to take it. And only 5 points separate both teams from a victory and taking the lead in sets. It's Kanisha Martinez once again. Setting it up for Munoz. Over the red line, and the point goes to the Lady Rattlers. 21-20, they take the lead here, and then this one, late in this one. Martinez not able to get it over. We're tied up at 21 now, another back and forth game. And we'll see if we have to take this into win by 2. Ariana Castro getting ready to serve it over. Over the red line, not able to keep it in bounds. Rattlers take it 22-21. And subbing in is number 3, Nicole Cavazos, for Ashlyn Garcia. Back to serve is going to be number 9, the libero, Rebecca Avila. Miyamata coming from the outside. They set it up for her. Inbounds, just barely, and 22 all is where we're at here in set number 3. Another substitution. Higareda comes into the game. And the student section starts to try and get in Mata's head. As hit number 3 doesn't go over, hits the net, and the Warriors take it 23-22. And the Lady Rattlers need to fix some mistakes just before they fall in sets 2-1. Both student sections going at it, trying to be the loudest one. And we are ready to play ball once again. Castro will sign her shoes, and Mata sends it over. As Peña gets the hit, number 3 stays in play. This time it's Morales to get it over. As they set it back up for Peña, and we're all tied up at 23. Tie ball game once again as Peña comes out. It's going to be Carlota Cáceres. Cáceres not a good record today of hitting the ball. First one she ever had in set 1 hit the net. Second one she had, it went over the net. Kept it in play. The last one went out of bounds. We'll see what she could do here. As this one stays in play, they set it back up, reversing it for Morales. Now a nice little soft touch by America Hernandez. Gets the Lady Rattlers within 1. And all they need is just one more point. We'll see if Carlota Cáceres can be of service here, but we have a timeout called just before that. Nikki Rowe is going to call it, and we're going to take one as well. We'll be right back after this. The last point of the set on Real Sports Live.
The Texas A&M Kingsville. Somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The Brownsville Independent School District provides a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville
And we are back here after the timeout. It's going to be Cáceres who sends it out of bounds, and we're tied up at 24. And now we are in win by 2. It's going to be number 3, Vanessa Morales, who serves it over. Soft touch for Cassandra De La Garza, and the Rattlers for the net. It's America Hernandez looking for this to be the last serve of set number 3. As the official was on the court right now trying to figure out if everyone's in the right row, their fan base, the student section. Doing the warrior chop like the Florida State does. But right now we have our attention on game point for Sharyland. Hernandez starts off this play. Miscommunication, but Miyamata sends it over the net, able to recover quickly. The freshman comes the block out of bounds. And Sharyland wins it 26-24 here in set number 3. They take the lead 2-1 in sets. We'll be right back with set number 4 after this on Real Sports Live.
Boys.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white heads. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are
This is going to start us off. She ended it in set 3. We'll see what she can do here in set 4 as she gets a bad spin on the ball. It goes right down on their section of the court. And the Lady Warriors take the lead. Back to serve is going to be number 3, Vanessa Morales. Big hit coming from the front row. De La Garza gets blocked. And the Warriors take a 2-0 lead early here in set number 4. We'll see if they start to run away with it. It's Morales once again. They set it up for the freshman Martinez. They're there quick to recover. Cáceres sets it up. De La Garza gets number 3 over the net. And the point goes to Sharyland. Miscommunication in the front row. And they get it. Point number 1. Starts us off with a serve. Reverse hit for Cáceres. Puts the Rattlers up once again. As they're reversing the call, it's going to be Nikki Rowe's ball. They're trying to state their case. Point to the lead 3-1 now. As the set goes over, Martinez looking for the ball, doesn't lie situation, doesn't get the point. And we're within one striking distance once again for both teams. If you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out personally from me to you, from Real Sports Live, showing gratitude and thanks for tuning into our streams on a Saturday afternoon. De La Garza started us off here, and now Kanisha Martinez ends it as we're tied up at 3. De La Garza back once again as she gets an ace right next to her name on the stat sheet, and another point on the board as the Lady Rattlers take the lead, 4-3. Cassandra De La Garza once again, they set it up for Brianna Sanchez as the Lady Rattlers are there for the recovery. And now Fontiano tries to get it, but out of bounds it goes as it stays on the Rattlers side, and we're tied up at 4, back and forth ball game. And more substitutions. Number 11 is going to come in. Nyla Cortez enters the court. She sent it over as well. Out of bounds, Nikki Rowe gets it, and they get the lead as well. Out of bounds for Cortez, and we're tied up again at 5. Looks like this set might go all the way back and forth, as Kanisha Martinez is back to serve. She gets it over the net, barely, as it made a quick dive down, but the dig by Morales keeps it in play. As Miyamata tries to reverse it, too much power out of bounds. Lady Rattlers take the lead 6-5. Martinez with the serve once again as they set it up. This time it is for number 10, Ashlyn Garcia. And Garcia starts off hit number 3, and they get the point. Kanisha Martinez continues to serve as they have a 2-point lead. As that ball is coming with fire. Miyamata sends it back with her arsenal, and number 6 goes on the board for the Lady Warriors. Subbing in the game, number 9, Yasmin Munoz. Big hit from Martinez. They're gonna call it a tip. And the point's gonna go to Sharyland as they jump in joy, taking the lead 8-6. Confusion sets for the Lady Warriors. They thought they had it at first. Call got reversed, ended up being a tip. And Kanisha Martinez letting the Lady Warriors know that she can ball even as a freshman. That was Rebecca Avila with the serve. And just bad timing there for Ana Ceci Peña. Gives the Lady Warriors point number 7, and they're within 1 once again. It's going to be the libero, number 7, Ariana Castro, back to serve. She gets it over the net with ease. And too much power coming from Peña puts the Lady Warriors at 8, and we're tied up 8-8 now. Only game 3 in the district schedule for these two teams. as Castro sends it over, and it already feels like a playoff atmosphere. And we still got a long ways to go, a couple more weeks. As that goes out of bounds, the point's gonna go to Nikki Rowe. As playoffs won't happen till the end of October. October 26th is the last district game for either side. That one goes out of bounds, and Nikki Rowe gets it 10-6. We could have some time here to take a look ahead at the schedule for the Lady Warriors. They're on the offensive side first, so let's talk about them for a bit as Castro sends it over. Martinez, as they set it back up for Kenisha Martinez, sends it over, quick hit. Miyamata now gets the setup, the kill, and the point. And a substitution as Carlota Cáceres comes in the game. Next game up for the Lady Warriors. They got Pioneer on Tuesday, and that's going to be a good matchup as we get an ace from Castro. Pioneer on Tuesday, then Saturday they turn around, play PSJ Memorial, then McAllen Memorial. 3 intense games back to back for Nikki Rowe. As for Sharyland, they have PSJ Southwest next week on Tuesday. Then they go against their rival school, Pioneer. That's going to be here at the Snake Pit. And then they're going to be back at home on Tuesday, 9/28 against McAllen High School. Quick timeout, quick commercial break here on Real Sports Live. We'll be back after this.
Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We are Eddie Dela, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sharyland.
We're back here after the timeout, and it's going to be a 12-8 ball game. The Lady Warriors have the lead, and Castro sends it over. Coach Castillo for Sharyland had to call it, make sure their team stays in the game as Miyamata gets the setup with a big hit. Up to the beam, down on the floor, and the Lady Warriors get number 13 on the board as they start to extend their lead. They are trailing by 1 set. If they win this one, we go to number 5 in the first of 15, comes out of here victorious. Right now, Castro continues to be of service for her Lady Warriors. Trying to reverse it back is Cáceres, but not in time, not enough effort. And they have a 14-8 lead here in set number 4. Castro once again getting the serve. Up to the beam, back, and the point goes to Sharyland. Excuse me, to Nikki Rowe, 15-8. As we have a substitution coming into the games, number 4, Ava Garza. She's going to enter the back row for Cassandra De La Garza. As Ariana Castro sends it. Goes up to the beam, that's been their mistake. Kenisha Martinez from the back row. Out of bounds, point goes to Sharyland. As they try to enter double digits, they're 1 point away from it. 15-9 is the score here in set number 4, and it's going to be Carlota Cáceres. And a substitution, Ava Garza came in for 1 play, and looks like De La Garza is going to come back into the game as the official has to be in the mix of everything, trying to figure out, make sure everyone's in their respective areas. There comes De La Garza. Her teammates are excited to have her back on the court. And now Cáceres gets the set. There she is on your screen. Out of bounds. Lady Warriors get 16. And coming into the game is going to be number 8 for Nikki Rowe, Natalia Higuereda. Miyamata serves it. And De La Garza gets the hit. Number 3 has to go over, and Castro hits her wrist. And Lady Rattlers get number 10. They're within 6, striking distance. Number 7 now, America Hernandez, a great server now for Sharyland. Not being great on that last serve, gets the Lady Warriors 17. A 7-point lead as number 10, Jillian Fontiano, comes into the game. And right now it looks like Nikki Rowe is in the driver's seat for this set. Vanessa Morales served it over. Kanisha Martinez can't get it over the net. Fontiano and Dela Rosa are there for it. And point number 18 goes to Nikki Rowe once again. 8-point lead. Coach Castillo for Sharyland has a lot to talk about with his team as they are down by 8 here late in set number 4. We'll be back after this on Real Sports Live.
Recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Sharyland taking the full minute timeout as the buzzer goes. They're still in the huddle trying to break it and trying to talk some final situational stuff over. Student section's back on their feet for Sharyland. And Vanessa Morales is ready and willing and able to serve it over. She gets it, confusion sets. America Hernandez gets it as it goes out of bounds. The point's going back to Nikki Rowe, and Morales is gonna continue to serve. For the Lady Warriors, they set it up right down the middle for Dela Rosa. Can't get it as she calls for it once again from the back. It's Fontiano who looks for it. The block from the front row keeps it in play, and a big hit coming down on it is Martinez. And the point goes to the Sharyland Lady Rattlers. 19-11, an 8-point difference once again as number 10, Ashlyn Garcia, comes into the game. That's Nicole Cavazos who serves it over. And the point, the big hit from Fontiano, gives the Warriors 20 on the scoreboard. Coming back into the game is the libero, Rebecca Avila, for the Lady Rattlers. And for the Lady Warriors is number 16, Brianna Sanchez. Serving it over is number 4, Crystal De La Rosa, who serves it over with ease. And the big hit coming from Kanisha Martinez. Lady Warriors have no answer for her. As number 6, Cassandra De La Garza, is going to be back to serve. They set it up for Fontiano, almost getting the kill. As Martinez gets it inbounds between the red lines, and the Lady Rattlers get number 13 on the board. Continuing to serve it over is Cassandra De La Garza. As Fontiano serves it off softly, and Martinez comes back to back. 14 now, 6-point difference, and they call for the towel to clean up the sweat off of the floor. De La Garza. And now the Warriors call for the towel to clean it up on their side. I believe they just do that. Get a little extra time, extra breather. But Cassandra De La Garza nonetheless serves it over. As they set it up, Brianna Sanchez gets it. Hernandez saves it, and Martinez tries to end it, but she doesn't. The Lady Warriors get 21, and they're 4 points away from tying it up 2-2 in sets. Higuereda is going to come out. Cortez is going to come in. As for the Lady Rattlers, it's number 10, Ashlyn Garcia, who came into the game. They set it up. De La Garza, excuse me, that was Martinez. Fontiano sends it from way outside. Mia Mata tries to end it, the kill, but the dig there by Avila keeps it in play. Now Fontiano tries to end it. She gets the kill, and the point goes back to Nikki Rowe, 22-14. Only 3 points away from tying this up in sets, 2-2. It's going to be Cortez to serve it for Nikki Rowe. Martinez, the big hit. 22-15 to score. It looks like this set has no end in sight. Very close for Nikki Rowe. A long way to go for the Sharyland Lady Rattlers. As miscommunication, the back row, Kanisha Martinez gets the ace next to her stat sheet. And if the Lady Rattlers can somehow come back from this, that'll be the ball game, but Martinez sends it over the net with too much power, and the Lady Warriors get 23, 9-point difference as number 9 comes in, Yasmin Munoz. Munoz, the one to serve it as well. As they keep it in play. Mata tries to reverse it. Out of bounds, the point goes to Nikki Rowe, 24-16. And Munoz looks to end it here. Last serve, she's hopeful for it. But America Hernandez, number 17 on the board. For the Lady Rattlers coming into the game is number 3, Nicole Cavazos. This is going to be the libero, Rebecca Avila, number 9, back to serve. 24-17, they trail by 7. The setup for Morales keeps it in play, but not enough. As the Lady Warriors win 25-17 in set number 4. We're headed to set number 5 now. 2-2 in sets. First 1 to 15 after the break is going to be the victor of this afternoon's game here on a Saturday afternoon. We'll be right back on Real Sports Live after this.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
We are those Red Those Lady Falcons, and this is Real Sports Live.
Aquí, en la Universidad de Texas A&M Kingsville, somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
The clock hits triple zeros, and the intermission between set 4 and 5 is over. Both teams ready to get this set underway. Sharyland Rattlers on the court, Lady Warriors on the court first with about 2 minutes left. They had a quick conversation. They knew what they had to fix as a team. We'll see if they can put all those components together. They came back to win it. Set number 4, 25-17. Set number 1 was 25-23. Sharyland took it. And then Nikki Rowe came back around 25-18. And Sharyland came back to win it by 2, 26-24. 25-17, the last one, as America Hernandez starts us off in set number 5. Mia Mata looking for the kill. Doesn't get it. Now Kenisha Martinez gets it with a block, not enough. Lady Rattlers up first, 1-0 in this one. We're tied up 2-2 in sets. Next one, the first of 15 wins it. America Hernandez continues to serve. Number 3 doesn't even go towards the net. And Lady Rattlers go 2-0. Student section is going to erupt if this game is won by Sharyland. I'm sure on either side of the gymnasium. Hernandez to serve it once again. Getting a little assistance from the net as it barely goes over. Fontiano now gets it. Blocked by the front row, keeps it in play. As he goes back, she just punches it over. As the rally continues, Kenisha Martinez wants to end it. Hit number 3 goes over by Mia Mata. 2 very good players on both sides as Fontiano. The block isn't enough as it rolls over to Sharyland's side, and the Warriors get their first point of set number 5. And a substitution as Higuereta comes out. It's going to be Naila Cortez to sub into the game. As Yasmin Munoz is back to serve, she gets it over. They set it up for Cavazos. Not enough to get it over the net. The Lady Rattlers get number 3 and a 2-point lead. An ace coming from number 3, Nicole Cavazos, who serves it over, gets number 4 for the Lady Rattlers. They just need to learn how to keep this game in play as it goes out of bounds. Mistakes continue to go as Cavazos comes out of the game. Coming in for her was number 10, Ashlyn Garcia. And now Ariana Castro is going to be back to serve. Student section trying to get in her head. As they get it from the back row, Hernandez hits it over the net with number 3. Now Miyamata gets to set up the hit, the kill, as the block from the front row wasn't enough to get it back over the net. The Lady Warriors getting number 3 on the board. They trail by 1. Castro getting the serve once again. Balloon right in the camera. But we got the view nonetheless. Set it up. Kenisha Martinez trying to get in the back row where nobody's at. Now Miyamata gets her turn. As number 3 must go over, and Rebecca Avila does just that. Now Mata gets her second chance, blocked by the front row. As number 3 must go over, it does. Back over once again, a quick strike. Number 3, Martinez, not able to keep it between the lines. And the point goes to Nikki Rowe. We're tied up at 4-4 here in set number 5. Ariana Castro going to continue to serve it over. The cheerleaders came out with the student section. Now they're headed back to the other side as that ball goes out of bounds after being touched by Avila. The Lady Warriors take the lead 5-4. The snake pit is starting to heat up here. Student section reminding Nikki Rowe that this is their house, but we'll see if they can defend it. 5-4, the Lady Rattlers trail by 1. The serve by Castro goes out of bounds, and we're tied up at 5. De La Garza serves it over. Not able to get it over the net on a quick tap as the Rattlers get number 6. De La Garza serves it once again. She gets the first hit. Now they get it for America Hernandez. And we're tied up at 6 once again. Substitutions. Natalia Higuereda comes into the game for Nikki Rowe. Same 6 on the court as Miyamata serves it over to the Lady Rattlers. That was for Anacesi Peña. I haven't heard her name for a while. As Morales hits that one out of bounds, the point goes to the Lady Rattlers. Kenisha Martinez getting the serve here. As number 9, Yasmin Munoz gets the kill with no Lady Rattlers in the vicinity. Morales gets the serve once again. We're tied up at 7 here. The big kill looking. And the point is going to go to Sharyland. Rebecca Avila now getting the serve. She sends it over with ease. They're going to quick strike it over as they set it up for America Hernandez, number 3. Nicole Cavazos gets it somehow still in play. And there's Martinez from the back row. Now Miyamata has to get number 3 over, and she does. They set it up back for Cavazos. Just tipping it over the net. And the kill. the Lady Rattlers take a 2-point lead, 9-7 over the Lady Warriors, as Rebecca Avila continues to serve it over out of bounds. And the point goes back to Nikki Rowe, and they're within one once again. A back and forth ball game has been the story of the afternoon. You can see it as it reflects it on the points of the sets. Close sets in this one. Now it's Crystal De La Rosa who sends it over for Nikki Rowe. And Kanisha Martinez from the back row, doing it once again all afternoon. Has not missed a beat. As number 12, Carlota Cáceres, comes into the game. And a timeout gets called by Nikki Rowe. We'll be right back after this on a timeout here on Real Sports Live. 5 points needed for Nikki Rowe, or excuse me, for Sharyland. They might be the victors in this one.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks. Great while you're there. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
And we're back here after the timeout. 5 more points for the Lady Rattlers, and they get one more, make that 4. 11-8's the score. As they have a nice lead here. Not a big one, but enough to keep the confidence alive. Carlota Cáceres serves it, keeps it in play this time. Fontiano gets the hit, number 3 for the Lady Warriors. Now Martinez can't get it over the net, and they get number 9, a 2-point game. And it's going to be number 8, Natalia Higuereda, to serve it over. De La Garza can get it. Now Cáceres sets it up. Quick tap, there's number 1 right back over after the block. Mia Mata with the hit, not able to keep it in play. And the Lady Rattlers get number 12. They're within 3 for victory. The number 1 team right now in District 31 5A is the Nikki Rowe Lady Warriors, and that title might be stripped of them. Lady Rattlers are 3 points away from that. That's America Hernandez with the serve. Mia Mata gets the hit over the net as they set it up for Kanisha Martinez, who gets the kill. And number 13 enters the board. 2 points away from victory. First one to 15. Right now, it's the Lady Rattlers with the lead. And everyone is on their feet on the Sharyland side of things after the timeout gets called by Nikki Rowe. We'll be right back after this. 2 points needed for Sharyland. We'll see if they can do just that after this on Real Sports Live.
You're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a...
We're back here 13-9 as America Hernandez starts us off after the break. Lady Rattlers in the driver's seat here late in set number 5. Number 3 has to go over, and it does. As they set it up back for Mia Mata, looking for the point. Big hit coming from Kanisha Martinez once again. Make it 14-9. Now 1 point. America Hernandez serves it. They set it up. Fontiano gets the reverse hit, keeping it in play. And here comes a reverse for De La Garza. And that's it. 15-9 is the final here in this one. And there is the the Sharyland home side. The Lady Rattlers jump in joy as they defeat the Lady Warriors 3-2, and sets will be getting an interview player of the game, Kanisha Martinez, after this. Real Sports Live, thank you for tuning in here. Action shots courtesy of B. Marvin coming to you later. We'll be grateful for y'all tuning in. Thank you for tuning in here to Real Sports Live. Brandon Guzman on the mic, Eduardo Guzman on the camera.